Hello, my name is Daniel Gonzalez. I'm going to talk about experiment test of local observed independence. Experimental test of local observed independence deals with the nature of objectivity in quantum mechanics, questioning whether observed facts can be considered independent of the observed. This a theme that stems from Eugene Wigner's thought experiment in which two observed can experience different realities due to the fundamental characteristics of quantum mechanics. Measurement problem in quantum mechanics. In classical physics, measurements are assumed to be objective and universal meaning. That any independent observer should obtain the same result when measure, measuring a property of a system. Witness thought experiment. Eugene Witness proposed a scenario in which an observer witness free make a measurement on a quantum system in an isolated laboratory. From the perspective of witness friend, the result of the measurement is a objective fact. Experiment description. Station of witness scenario. In this study, the authors performed an experiment that extends witness thought experiment using a system with six entangled photons. This scenario includes four observed experimentally represented the quantum system that perform measurement. Experimental setup. Advanced source of entangled photons were used to generate complex quantum states that could be measured by different observers. Photons acting as quantum memories. The experiment used type fusion gates to make non-destructive measurement of photon polarization. Each of the observed photons could measure the state of the system and record and result in its memory another entangled photon. Technical details of the experiment. Photon source. Three sources were used to generate entangled photons at a wavelength of nm, ensuring high fidelity and purity state. The source provide piles of the photons in a specific entangled state, which is critical for the experiment. Observer measurement measurements. Friends of Alice and Bob. Two laboratories were considered, each with a friend performing measurements. These friends could decide to measure the quantum state of the system or combine their observation with those of Alice and Bob. Quantum interaction and entangled state. Through an advanced optical configuration, it's could be verified whether the quantum records were in a superposition state or in definite state. Results and analysis. Violation of a Bell type inequality. A quantum inequality similar to Wills was used to test the objectivity of the facts recorded by the observers. The experiment showed a significant violation of the inequality, implying that the measured result cannot be reconciled in an objective observer independent from framework. Especially, the inequality was violated by five standard deviations, suggesting that quantum theory should be interpreted in an observer-dependent manner. Implication. The study suggests that the objectivity in quantum physics might not be a fundamental characteristic of the universe, but rather the observed events might depend on the observed framework. Possible interpretation for this phenomenon are discussed, including phenomenon are discussed, including theories suggesting the need for a privileged observer or the adoption of subjective interpretation of quantum mechanics such as QBISM. Additionality, similarities, and difference with traditional proof of Bell's inequality are addressed, highlighting that the violation in this context has different implications due to the specific nature of quantum observations. This article represents a significant advance in the discussions about reality in quantum physics, suggesting that no all observers can agree about what happens in a quantum experiment. Sometimes the challenge of traditionality understanding of objective reality. Thank you.